Oh, how have I changed? I've changed, everything about that has changed me. The frustrating thing is I'm smarter than I was before, but it doesn't make me do different things. And partly because there's so much grieving that still goes on. Losing somebody that's that close to you. And I think going through that journey with her, now in the last year without her, I realized how much stress was on my body and how much stress went through during that, and the stress that's on me now, sort of in that grieving process. So in my mind, I often think, I'm like, oh, I'm I'm opening my body up to disease, but at the same time, I try to. You just gotta take your time. I think my perspective of life is forever changed in that there are no absolutes anymore. It's such a game changer when you have this experience. There's no tomorrow anymore. You have today. And that's what you do, is today. I don't assume tomorrow. And I think I did before. I think physically, I try to stay more active than before, knowing just how activity helps keep your body in check. And the hardest part is like staying on a straight and narrow of diet. Because once you start to clean up your diet, having gone through this experience and knowing what I know about diet and how it's connected to cancer, you think you eat well. When you clean up your diet completely, it's hard. It's a hard thing. Just because of the way our world is functioning right now. I mean, we function in a world where everything is fast, and not just fast food, but even the way our food is produced. Our food is produced to be produced quick and fast. Preservatives and antibiotics and meat and pesticides on fruits. I mean, it's everywhere. So even when you have cleaned up your diet, you still have these elements that are still out there. It feels like a losing battle, I think, sometimes in that regard, because we're not getting help from the people who actually produce our food a lot of the time. So, I mean, I just try to be more conscientious of where I buy my food and what I'm buying. Trying to stay away from plastics. That's one of the things that for myself, I don't have any plastic containers to even keep my food in at the house. I now have glass containers. So things like that, these little things that you do have control over that I think about now. What's leaching in my water? What's leaching in the food? I think about those things now. I didn't think about that before, but I do now.